Welcome to episode 4 of this tutorial series. It's only going to be a short series, this particular grouping, so probably only 1 or 2 more videos, I would think. Anyway, welcome, and my name is Das Tactic, and we're playing Carrier Command 2, which is a really cool game. In this one, we're going to now take the island, finally, sort of secure it. That's the location that we have to then go and get. It's actually flashing red up the top there. We've wiped out most of the protection. There's still some protection. There's a vehicle that's coming back through. We'll handle that now with ground forces, but I will still send up 1 more AWACS. So I'm just going to go and deploy A1. I'm going to go and deploy all of my ground forces now. I'm just by clicking on them. We can have a bit of a look to see what they're getting up to. If we just go down into the bottom, it's not a screaming rush to do this, so we'll just go back down and have a bit of a look and monitor. Very cool game. So we'll have a quick look out the back here. So that's the AWACS being sent across from the crane across to the lift system, and down the bottom here we should start to see the vehicles now going into the ocean. So they're now on their way down. So that's really what we're looking for. That one goes up and we'll take off. I better get up there so we can then control it. Again, if you've got multiple players, it's a lot easier. You're not rushing around all over the place. Let's go up to deck 7. Back into the conning tower. So we'll come up at the same time as the vehicle goes up in the lift. Now, he will have gone off already, I would think. I know he's just taking off now. Good timing. Let's just go and sit in here. And then we've got all these different vehicles in here. Now, I'm going to send him off out to here to start with. Get his height up to about 1.5 kilometers, because what I want him to do is just to scout the island again while we do this attack. And so we're seeing all of the different units that we had painted before. If we hadn't painted them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So let's just go and do this. You can even see that there's a bit of damage done. So that's his job, is just to tell us where there's units that we still have to deal with. And looks like there's 5. 3, 4, 5. Now we've got seal. Okay, that's fine. That's all we have left on the island. Our guys back through here are now coming back out. Now one of them has got a different shape. This one here has actually got the virus bots. I'm going to send that one off to start with. I'm going to then send these ones to that location. So they're just going to follow him in. And so wherever I send that first one is where they're all going to come. Now what I want to do in here is just sort of set up on the edge. Now they're all ganged up together. So while we're looking at that, let's just go across back to here again. Because if we can actually wipe all of them out, that would be pretty ideal. It's behind that ridge, unfortunately. Where is it? Yeah, I think it's behind the ridge. Our guys are off to the side somewhere. There they go. So they're now in the water. Compressed. Just give them some fire support if they need it, because they're now getting within inside that 1 kilometre range. Here we go. Should be able to start to see them pretty soon. On the other side of that ridge. You know, I don't think we're going to be able to actually take them out from here. It doesn't matter. There we go. We're now seeing them on top of the ridge. If they stop somewhere I can actually get them, no, I really can't. So we'll leave that alone. What we'll now do is just go back and we'll now micromanage what we're seeing from these other locations. So this guy is just going to keep on doing what he's doing, just keep an eye. Actually, here we go. We've actually now got we've got vision coming in. In fact, they've come back down. We will actually be able to do this one. they're done. All right, so we protected our guys with those cannons. Ours would have been okay, but at least we now no longer have to deal with those. So we've taken a bit of damage, like the lead guy has taken a little bit. If I just go back into here and go to camera, if I press number 2, I can then go to the turret, and it's still automatic turrets, but because we've got the aircraft up in the air, we don't have to really worry about too much in through here. And so I can actually press R and take the turret over and have a bit of a look around, but we don't really need to. That's the objective. If there's any other turrets sitting around, that may be a problem. But let's just get out of there. And there's this one here that we need to then move off. So press escape. We need to get close to this location. It's easier if we do. So we'll just go back through this one, just go back to the camera view. And so we've got the turret selected again. Now I can actually offload these virus bots either manually, and they will actually make their own way there. They're sort of like little mechanized things, or I can just get close enough to just drop them off, which is the easiest way to do it, or the fastest way. I can actually drop them off by firing them, or I can actually go to here and just go and click on and oh, hang on, I've just got to set up an area, then go and click on it and just go to deploy vehicle. It's a bit fast because I didn't do it fast enough. Oh, there we go. We've got firing going on this side. Okay, let's move these out. And then they can take this one on. So we're taking a little bit of damage, but that's now been blown up, and that should be the last of that's the last that we've seen. Alright, so it's now safe for you to come back home. So we'll just get him back onto the carrier. They've now let go, and we're now taking over this location. So let's just go back to this location here, move him back out, and move him across and back onto the carrier. In fact, all of these can now move back out to the carrier. So they've taken a little bit of damage. When they get back to the ship, they then get repaired. So we don't get to see them in action much. But you can just go and sit inside the turrets and have a bit of a look to see what they're actually up to. So they all come back home, and the bots didn't just do their work. Like if we go and select this one here, for example, just go to camera, just go to R, and we can sort of see there's the little bots. If I just press Z, I can sort of zoom in a little bit. So they've opened up, and they're going to now just make their way into this location and take it over, which is sort of what they're currently doing. And that's where we are. So we're now sort of moving back. That smoke that we're seeing is actually just dust. Whoa, God, that one bounced around a bit. They can take damage if they get thrown around too much. We've got a little bit of hit point damage there. Anyway, that's all done. There's the carrier there. Just press escape, and this thing's almost done. Now, just to that's all going to happen automatically. If you have a look, we can see this one's now coming in. We can see these guys are coming in as well. So I love this. God, it's beautiful. So that's actually now just landed. If we press escape and have a quick look across, you probably won't be able to see it. I'll just press escape again. Get out of the seat. There it is, ready to come back in again. And now we've got the island captured. So if we go back and have another look at this one here, we'll then sort of see it's now completely our colour. So when we go back across, we can then just I'll just click on here again. So Bell Tempest, it had 2 shields, and that's why there was a bit we had to deal with that one. If you're playing with 1 shield, you're only going to have seals to deal with, and they're much easier. So you don't have to deal with air or anything like that, or you tend not to. I just dismiss. Now this one here, we then unlocked a blueprint as well, the Manta chassis, and the Manta is the aircraft that we can then use for sort of more stealth fighter bomber type operations. So we'll dismiss that one as well. Just hold that one down, and we're back into here again. So that is pretty much how you then take over an island. There's nothing much else I really need to sort of show you with that. I think we'll just do one more episode where I go through the logistics. And then we should be done. Then you should just be able to rinse and repeat and go through with whatever you wanted to do. I just have a quick look and make sure that the AI is behaving itself here. It's only got the one location, which is great. It's a great little game, this one. So all of that operation just to take over one of the islands. That's why I do like doing this. a lot. And there's so many different ways to sort of set the game up. That was good fun. All right, so now in the next episode, we'll then start to talk a little bit about logistics and how this all works. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you then.